Rightio, we've had another delivery from Olight, and if you're a long time viewer, you might have already seen the review I did on the Olight Javelot Pro 2 that I have here mounted on top of the scope, which it came in a kit with the scope mount, a couple of different lens filters, a switch that allows you to have a little touchpad which you can mount onto the side of your rifle or somewhere like that. So yeah, they sent me a same again, but they've obviously branched out, and they've got this cool new colour. So all specs are the same. So turbo mode is 2,500 lumens, and then it steps down to 600, 150, and then 15. So it's got those graduations in the power output. It has the same button that if you touch, you got the little green LED lights there that give you an indication on battery that's available still. And you've got your button at the back, which just hits it straight to turbo, on and off. Whereas your little button here, if you hold it on, it'll start up on 15 and then work its way up and then back down, hold it on to turn it off. Now, one thing you need to remember with these Javelot Pro 2s is they don't have proximity sensor, so they actually don't dull down when something comes in front of them, like some of their other lights. So be mindful of that. If you're worried about the Javelot Pro 2 not having a proximity sensor in the front, I suggest you just undo the battery handle, just a few twists, and that prevents the button from actually turning the torch on, so it's 100% safe. In the kit that I've got here with the green one, it's just a basic hip belt holster, just quite handy. It's got a little magnetic clip here which allows the torch to sit in there, and it's really quite sturdy, so if you were out chasing foxes and stuff at the night time, that's going to keep your torch really safe and keep it where it should be. And it obviously comes with the magnetic USB charger as well, so it's quite a basic kit, this one, compared to the other one that they sent me. But yeah, check them out. They're going to go on sale, I think. So if you do head over to the site, type in the discount code ZEBRA, and yeah, they might throw up a little bit of an extra discount, or if you're looking at some other stuff that's not on discount at the moment, that should give you a 10 or 11% discount. So if you're in the market for a good spotlighting torch, and super bright with and lightweight, in there 423 grams or something like that, yeah, and quite quick charge time as well. They do not come with like batteries that you can slide in. The actual handle is a part of the battery, so that's one thing to take into consideration. But overall, this thing is a menace on foxes out to 300 or 400 yards. I think on turbo mode, it's saying the light will travel 1,050 meters, and I reckon you pick up an eyeball that far away, no dramas at all. But the other night I was having a look, and at 200 or 300 yards, you actually nearly see the colour of the fox, not just, you know, eyes or ears or whatever. You'll actually see the fox, and in the scope you'll actually definitely see colour. So they're amazingly bright and lightweight for what they are. So if you're in the market, check them out. Right, I'm just down the paddock with the 6.5 Creedmoor. Haven't shot it for a while, and I can't remember what ammo I've got it sighted in for. I've got about 3 different projectiles I run through this thing for shooting different things, and I've got a bunch of these 100 grain Nosler Petition, no, not Nosler Petition, Nosler ballistic tips loaded up, and I'm going to go chase a fox and maybe a hare and rabbit tonight with a new Olight. So thought I'd better get it on point and make sure it's shooting nice and straight, so I've got no excuses. So we'll see how she goes. It's not a bad group. This, I haven't really mucked around with this load that much. I think it's probably about an inch, maybe a bit under an inch. But how's the recoil, that Terminator brake on this thing? It's non-existent. Very loud though. I always wear earplugs and earmuffs when I'm shooting a muzzle brake rifle. But yeah, anyway, it looks like it's one click low and one click right. So I could do that on here. So I want to go left one, and I want to go up one. This is a MOA scope. It's the same scope I used to have on the lap. So if this shoots, then I'll just re-zero those turrets. Call it a day. Righto. So that's the first group, which is well under an inch. That's my thumbnail, so you'd be pretty happy with that group. But I did move it up one and across one, which resulted in that group. Just definitely got the right height. Just I felt like it needed to come across another one, but that was the third group. That was the first shot, and I did sort of feel like there was a bit of haze coming off the muzzle brake, which I don't know. The second shot felt really good, and then the third shot. So that group definitely opened up a little bit. Maybe I'll just let it cool down and we'll smack 3 into there and just see if this group was maybe a cause of the bit of mirage coming out of the muzzle brake, which can make your target appear as if it's somewhere else, you know, especially higher, which I think is why that group's gone high. Yeah, because it's sort of jumped up a good ½ inch from point of impact with, you know, I haven't moved the scope, so I think I'm pretty good, I reckon, but we'll just let this barrel cool down and we'll smack 3 into there. Alright, so the barrel's relatively cool now. Got a little bit of warmth in it still, but won't be enough to give me any heat shimmer. Can't replicate that first group. That was a pretty terrible group, that one actually. Alright, so there's the last 3. First shot was that one, second shot, third shot. So I'm thinking it's just the average of that ammo. It's I knew all along that it wasn't a really pet load for this rifle. When I saw that group I thought, oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but this is kind of what I remember as stuff like this. And there, I think that was more to do with the bit of heat shimmer, which sort of grew that group out a little bit. But as you can see, it's maybe I could probably come down and click off that group, but looking at the average of everything, it's pretty good. This is at 100 yards, so you know, in the spotlight, you're only going to be shooting out to a couple 100 yards, so at the most. So I'm pretty happy I'm not going to miss anything I'm aiming at, unless I don't do my part of the equation. So we'll just leave it at that, I think, and rather than wasting any more ammo. So let's see how we go tonight. So as you can see, the sky's still glowing a little bit, and we've got 3/4 moon, so it's not going to be pitch black tonight to test out this Olight, but you're going to get a pretty good idea of how good it is, because you can just about see it in the daylight. So once it goes a little bit dark, it really stands out. But yeah, we've got the 6.5 Creedmoor out for a bit of a run. Try and whistle a couple of foxes. If not, we've got a couple of rabbit warrens we can have a quick look at and see if we can get a bit of dog food. That's a ringtail. Look.
Keep it on that one up there.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of the light.
That's a ringtail. Just stay here. Down at the bottom there.
Yeah, I saw it.
There he is up there.
Wow.
That's a brush tail. So he was fighting with the... Oh yeah. Put it on him again so everyone can see him. Oh yeah.
There's another one. There's another one. Where?
Poor old possums are getting a bit of a light show. 2,500 lumens. That's turbo mode. That's, you know, we're sort of looking a couple hundred yards there, 200 or 300. Put it back on those cattle. White, put it on those cattle. The ones in the paddock, mate. Yep, those ones there. They're about 150. So, you know, you can clearly see they're Hereford. See the colour. It's that bright. Righto, we've got a couple of rabbits there that we just shot at about, I don't know, 140, and I think one was about 160. So you can see them as clear as day with the Javelot Pro 2 shining on them. Yeah, no dramas at all there with performance. Yeah, Emmett's just showing you where we had the black one mounted up, and we'll just white show us the green one. We're using that to have a look around, and yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job of hiding the damage the 6.5 Creedmoor did to those rabbits. The other side of them's basically non-existent. So anyway, it was a good bit of target practice for the up and coming hunting season. So yeah, there's no doubt about the performance of these Javelot Pro 2s. As you can see, White and Emmett had a great time checking out the possums on the way over here, and yeah, so if you're in the market for a good handy spotlight, check them out. Having a sword fight.